Hello everyone, welcome back to another Flames of War battle report, again doing late war. A bit of an exciting game for me today because I'm actually playing someone in person down in my local gaming store, Firestorm Games in the South Wales Gaming Centre. We'll have to take precautions such as face masks and cleaning our hands regularly, but I will do anything not to be moving people's models around all day. So very excited, and then my opponent Jimmi is really excited because he finally gets to see my British models up close for a change rather than seeing them through his phone. So this is his list he's picked today. The mission is Dogfight and he is attacking again. And he has gone for two formations, the first of which is a Sherman DD formation, consisting of 2 tanks for the HQ, 2 troops of 3 Shermans, and a troop of 3 Fireflies. Basically, I'm not familiar with the DD Sherman Squadron. It's like the regular Shermans, but the Fireflies are in their own troop rather than split between the regular Sherman troops. So, bit of a smaller formation, but quite formidable. His second formation is a rifle company, which you can see here. It consists of the HQ, which is 2 SMG teams, and then there are two full platoons of rifle MG teams, and they all have a Piat and a mortar with them, and at the back you can see the 3 mighty universal carriers that are going to basically be doing all sorts of mayhem today. And in support he has 4 17-pounder guns. These are painted up as paratroopers, but I'm not going to buy another set, just have them as regular infantry. And we have 4 Saxtons. So today's game is going to be 100 points, so there's some points left for command cards, of which Jimmi's got a few. Of course, he's taking the Saxton command card, which basically turns the priests into Saxtons for -2 points. So basically they are mobile 25-pounders. He's also upgrading the universal carriers to have 50 cals as well, so a nice 5+ firepower instead of 6. He's also got Sherman mine flails as well, which is good because there's going to be minefields, and he has taken bagpipes for the infantry. So these aren't just regular infantry, these are Scottish infantry, so they're going to be very good. So that is the British, and let's have a look at what I'm going to be defending with using the Waffen SS book. Here is my Waffen SS defending army. I've gone again for an SS Panzergrenadier company, this time from the 10th SS division. So I have a HQ of 2 SMG teams, and they have Panzerfausts. I then have 2 full platoons of 7 MG42 teams, all have Panzerfausts and 1 Panzerschreck. At the back you can see I have 4 heavy machine guns and 4 8cm mortars. Also in the formation are 3 Pak-40s and 2 SD KFZ 10-4 2cm AA guns. In support I have 4 88 AA guns and 3 Tiger 1s. Now command cards, I have quite a few. So basically I have given the Tigers Tiger Race, because that ties them up to 40 points, which is perfect for reserves at 100 points. I have taken the inexperienced card, that is the 10th SS Panzer Division, so that's -1 point, so basically I lose the old hand special rule, but I feel in this situation I won't need it. And with that 3 point I have taken lucky. Basically after the last game with the Panther fiasco I had, I feel like I could do with a re-roll in those situations. I've taken the pack front card again, mainly because I've taken the assault flak for the 88s, so I feel having my inexperienced 88s scattered around the battlefield will be quite good. And I had 2 points left over, so I thought I will take the machine gun nests and see what they're like, and I was hoping that my opponent would take infantry and not just all armour, which I'm quite glad of. And luckily he chose not to go with aviaries in the end as well, so that's kind of benefited my static defensive line. So that is it for the SS, and I thought I'd introduce it all now easily here in my home rather than the hustle and bustle of Firestorm games, of which we will now transport to. Right, so here's the board set up at Firestorm games, very different down here, nice cleaned up. You have to scan temperature as you come in, so it's all nice and safe down here. So a bit of a first day, we've got a bit of a road embankment raised up. We're going to treat this as tall terrain, but just a cross check to go over, so anything behind is hidden. So almost like a hill, basically, a long hill. So comes over here, dips down by here. So got the crop area over here with the farm, bit of a hill, and then just some hedgerows dotted around. So I'm going to go ahead and defend this end. So we'll set up deployment and then show you before we start the game. Okay then, we are fully deployed. I'll list out the debutantes for the British and then go over to mine. So we have the Highland Company, that's a debut for them, late war, mid-war I used them quite a lot. The Universal Carriers armed with 50 cals, that's a debut for them as well. My 17 pounders, that's a debut as well. And that's about it for the British, apart from the 1st Tank Troop have mine flails. So again, that's a new one for them. So that is the British, as you can see the deployment, 1 platoon of infantry, 2 platoon, and the Fireflies in the centre with the Sextons on the hill. Going over to mine, 10th SS is a new formation. So the SSMGs and the SS 8cm mortars. The machine gun nests are new as well, for me trying out, and the SS Tigers in reserve with the the Tiger Races, which I haven't used with normal Tigers, is new as well, so a lot of debuts today. So you can see my pack fronts are spread around, giving me decent lanes of fire upfield. The machine gun nests are also spread around. My 2nd platoon is here with the AA guns behind, and my HQ by there for morale. 1st platoon I've occupied this farmhouse with a machine gun nest by the side and a pack front and another machine gun nest with the 8cm mortars in the woods. So this is my deployment. Jimmy has 1st turn. Good luck to you, Jimmy. Good luck. So here we go, British 1st turn. We're still in the middle of the movement phase, but I thought I'd summarise what's happened so far. So some Shermans have moved around. James has managed to get stuck in this hedge. This guy has successfully moved into the minefield with his mine flail. And then 3 guys from this rifle platoon tried going into the minefield and they're not there anymore. So James has given up and started moving this way. So they are pinned, and now we're on to the rest of the movement. I just thought I'd put this nice little summary in. And James is not happy. Okay, so this is the rest of the movement. This platoon and the HQ are moving down the right flank. The UC's right in front. And the Fireflies have penetrated the centre through the minefields. It was just about a big enough gap from the squeeze through. And these Shermans have moved around by the wall. So now we go into the shooting phase for the first time this game. The British ranged in first time here. They have pinned down the HQ and this SS Grenadiers, and they actually killed 2 as well, so not too bad from the British. Apart from that, a few shots downfield at the pack front and the machine gun nest. Did get 1 hit, but luckily I bounced that one off. So going into German turn 1, I have a few pinned down units. So as I say, a few, just the HQ. So let's rally the HQ. Get a 3. And to rally the Grenadiers, I get a 1, but I do get a reroll because the formation commander is right next to them, and they decide that they still want to be pinned. So German turn 2. 1. Turn 1. As you might have guessed with my disposition in this game, I'm not moving much, so that was a quick summary, but I thought I would show where my Pack 40s have turned up. Concealed by the wall, they can now fire downrange at these Shermans. Hopefully I can get rid of the guy in the minefield, so that'll, his little endeavour will be ruined. So here we go into German shooting. My shooting, I ranged in first time over here and I took out another infantry team, but they're already pinned, just a bit out of range for the mortars here. My 88 on the ridge killed one UC and bailed another. Two 88s double teamed on the Fireflies, and with my endeavours I got two of them. The Pack 40s and the 88s only managed to bail one of the Shermans with the mine flails, which is a bit of a problem on my right flank, but there we go. So first up, James has to remount his tank. He does on a 6, and to remount the universal carrier as well. He does not. So he also has some pinned down infantry, which do not rally on a 4. Yeah, because they're war weary, 5+. And then the last thing James has got to do is his last stand for his 50 cal carriers. No, the 50 cals are gone, so we're going in. Oh, unit leader is... Yeah, and then also, as he pointed out, last stand for the Fireflies. They do stay. Okay, so the Fireflies are gone. The Fireflies have stayed, but the UCs are gone. So here we go into British turn 2. Okay, so the Scottish infantry is pushed up into the field as James asks me what food I want. We get table service of Firestorm now, so that's amazing. The 17 pounders have started a slow rumble towards the front line. They did try to follow me, but they didn't fancy it. These guys have dug in now, and basically this guy managed to get over this wall, the other two didn't, and the HQ is finally over the hedge. And the minefield's gone as well, so this is how we end British movement, turn 2. So far with the shooting, the British artillery seems to be the most effective element of this list so far. I lost another infantry team, and my 2IC is bolted as well, and they've pinned down the 3 teams in this area. The MGs from the Shermans and main guns have proved ineffective though. But that is it for British shooting, so then I'll go into my motivation. Okay, so going to motivations, someone was asking what I wanted for food, and that does outweigh everything I'm doing right now. So first of all, let's try and rally the HQ. They rally. The platoon next to them rallies, and the pack front does not rally, but I do get a reroll. They do not rally, so we go into my second turn. Okay then, so movement wise, these guys have moved around, so might as well pump my AA into the British coming into the fields. And James did move into, so he was outside of Panzerfaust range, but I decided that I wasn't going to have any of that, so I moved someone in Panzerfaust range. And he can also do Operation Mop Up if I can't kill him. So that is where we end my movement. And now, let's see if I can kill a few more Shermans. So shooting, my artillery got rid of the unit leader of the 17 pounders and 2 more of the British infantry teams. My MGs and AA managed to pin this platoon, but most likely they will rally for their formation commander's bagpipes. My anti-tank guns though have had a bit of a field day. I have killed all but one of this platoon, which just leaves one bailed. The HQ is gone and he was unable to transfer to another team. And this unit has got 1 killed and 1 bailed, so dire straits for this Sherman DD squadron at the moment. So going into the motivations, James has got 2 bailed out tanks to mount. So first of all, the guy on his own gets back in, and then the guy who's part of the other unit, he does not. Then you have some pinned down units. So you have this infantry who do not rally, the 17 pounders who do rally, and then the Highlanders by here. 4 rallies then. Yes, because of the bagpipes. Yeah, because of the bagpipes, it's 4+, so they are ready. But now we go into the last stands. So what are we going to do first? That unit. He stays. Firefly. He stays, and then that unit up there. They stay, everyone stays. So all those 50-50s have proved in James's favour for now. So we're going into British turn 3. Okay, so the Highlanders continue their push up down the centre, well, the right-hand flank for them. The 17-pounders failed another follow me, so they're going no further. And the British tanks are using the dead British tanks as concealment. And that is where we end the movement. So now, no doubt, the 25, well, they are 25-pounders that are firing from the Saxtons will wreak more havoc on my poor SS Grenadiers. Okay, so the artillery re-ranged in. They killed my Panzergrenadier down here, which isn't too much of a loss, but they did pin the Grenadiers and the HQ again. My pack front over in the woods has been killed by a Sherman main gun shot, and that is it. Do you want to fire MGs at the infantry there? Or do you want to leave your Firefly on the ground?
You sure? Yeah, that changes a lot.
He has less MGs, mind.
It doesn't change that,
Okay, the infantry, it'll be a concealed shot, so it'll be 4s. Okay, so, you didn't get any hits. The infantry here hosed down the machine gun nest, just one short from pinning. And that is it. So now we're going into German turn 3. So I have no bailed out units. So pin down my HQ. Rallies. My pack front does not rally, but I get a reroll. And he still... Oh, he rallies on a 4. And then my Grenadiers do not rally, but I get a reroll. They do... oh, they do rally on a 3. And that is it. So then I have 1 dice for reserves. I get a 4, so no reserves. I need a 5. So here we go into German turn 3. Okay, so this is my movement. That guy who's by the wall, could have moved him back in the house, but I thought he'd go tank hunting, and he's gone to the side of the Firefly. It will be +1 harder to hit because he moved, and the fact he is out of range of his unit leader, but it's worth a go. Okay, so now we're going into German shooting again. Okay, so far in the shooting, my 8cm mortars managed to take out the mortars for this platoon, so they'll be last standing. Quite easy, he avoided the template there, so that's nice. The British HQ is gone though, because a mixture of AA guns and infantry MG42s got rid of them. Almost pinned these, but not enough shots. My Pack 40s, however, took out another Sherman, so there's another last stand over there. Actually, this should be 2 dead Shermans. There's 2 guys in our unit. So the last shot of this round is this plucky SS infantry unit into the side of this Firefly. Now, as I told you before, it's slow firing, so that is going to be a 5, and it's going to be a 6 because he's out of range of his unit leader. So let's go to the trusty box, and I need a 6. No. So I think I might as well launch an assault. Because, yeah, why not, isn't it? Right, so we'll do that. We'll just film that straight up. So I'm going to move him in. And you got your 3? Yeah, so he's hitting me on 3s. That's 2 hits. So 2 saves coming up. So first save. Survives. Second save. Survives. So to hit you with my Panzerfaust in assault, it's going to be a 3. Hit, and that is against your side armour, so it's 80-12. So he's bailed, so he just bailed, so that is him dead. So that was yes, the SS finally make it into an assault for me and do something. They get a Firefly, so there you go. And the reason it's dead is because he's bailed. He can't back away or move into combat, so he gets captured and dies. So I get to consolidate in 4 inches, and then we go into British turn 4. So British motivation, we have a pinned down platoon again. They do not rally. Formation last stands first, unit last stands first. So this guy here needs a, once he's gone. So James, unfortunately, formation last stands. The Shermans are gone. You don't roll for them, and they are gone because there's only 1 unit left.
Last game.
Yep, so last game. Unfortunately, it's just a bit too bloody. And my Tigers never came in, James.
Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo. So I think we might just have a little friendly game. Just maybe I could try the British. Okay, so that is game. So first of all, though, MVP for me. I'm gonna go for the Pack 40s. Oh no! How can I say that? It's gonna have to be the guy. It's gonna have to be that SS guy with the Panzerfaust. Yeah, he's my man of the match. Do you have a man of the match? Sextons. They by far they did more damage than anyone else. So obviously I didn't really get a chance to do anything differently. I thought I'd chance it with this guy. What would you do differently, James? I'm guessing you forgot about smoke again.
I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how much smoke could have helped me other than my initial advance.
Yeah, it was a bit rough.
It was just over here, obviously losing so many tanks in one mass in one go.
Yeah.
Completely shifted the game. Because obviously another turn, I'm suddenly a lot closer when it's a genuine game on there.
Yeah, I feel in this one, if you had, I think if you had a platoon of mortars with your infantry, because it's just I've seen in this game how vulnerable the SS are to artillery. They're really vulnerable.
Maybe I would have taken more of a heavily infantry base.
Yeah.
This.
I think maybe with
tanks and support as well as everything else, rather than.
I think this is the one where you might have night attack might have helped you.
Definitely would have done more for allowing me to get higher up on this side, getting through this minefield without me having to walk around it.
Well, I'll take a photo of the MVPs and I'll put the score. It is a 8-1 victory for me. I did lose an independent unit, but they do not count towards the victory points. So hope you enjoyed the game. There's plenty more games coming and should go down Firestorm. And if any of you do normally go down Firestorm, I definitely recommend it. They are taking a lot of precautions to make sure we're all safe.